Yeah. Yeah, we have done a lot today. Okay. So we are starting from chapter 15 in Twisted Love, page 119, everyone. Get your books out. Okay, Twisted Love. We also need to come up with words. I'm gonna stick with Boom Boom for SEX. And we'll keep Alex as red flag. I agonized for days over whether to shoot red flag in studio or outdoors. I took all of my photo shoots seriously, but this one felt different, more intimate, more life-changing, like it had the power to make or break me, and not just because I might submit it as part of my portfolio for the WYP fellowship. I would have red flag all to myself for 2 hours, and I wouldn't squander a single second. I eventually chose to shoot him in a studio. I booked a space in the university photography building and waited, pulse thumping, for him to arrive. Pulse thumping? What the fuck is pulse thumping? I can't say I've ever pulse thumped for someone, so like waiting anticipation. I was more nervous than I should be, but maybe that had something to do with the wildly inappropriate dream I had last night. One that featured me in red flag and positions that would make an acrobat's jaw drop. Even now, I flushed at the memory. To stave off an onslaught of unbidden erotic images, I fiddled with my camera and stared outside the window, where hints of fall bloomed on the trees and leaves swirled lazily on soft gusts of wind. Red, yellow, orange, fire on air. The physical marker of the transition from the hot halcyon days of summer to the icy, bone-chilling beauty of winter. It was September, but a different kind of winter whooshed in on a cloud of delicious spice and cool reverse. What did I just read? What did I just read? What does that even mean? This does not make any sense to me. Okay, I don't know. Maybe my brain's not braining. It was September, but a different kind of winter. Alright, I already just read that. Red flag entered the room, cutting a sleek, powerful figure in his all-black fit. Black coat, black pants, black shoes, black leather gloves. A sharp contrast to the pale beauty of his face. My fingers tightened around my camera. My creative soul salivated, desperate to capture that mystery and lay it bare on the page. I found that the quietest, most reserved people often make the best portrait subjects because the exercise doesn't require them to speak. It requires them to feel. Those who bottle up their emotions every day feel the strongest and love the hardest. And the best photographers are the ones who can capture each drop of emotion as it spills out and mold into something visual, relatable, universal. Red Flag and I didn't greet each other. No words, not much, as a nod. I would be so mad if someone was just like, oh, didn't even said hi. They were just like, sup. Like, Excuse you. Instead, the air hummed with silence as he divested himself of his coat and gloves. It wasn't overtly. What does that mean? It wasn't overtly sexual, but everything about this man was sexual. The way his strong, deft fingers slid each button from its hole without it so much as a pause or stumble. The way his shoulders and arms flexed beneath his shirt as he hung his coat on the hook by the door. The way he moved towards me like a panther stalking his prey, his eyes bright with scorching intensity. I don't think I should read this to you guys anymore. I might need to go have a cold shower. The velvety tips of butterfly wings brushed my heart, and I clutched my camera tighter, willing myself not to step back or tremble. Liquid warmth pooled in my stomach, and every inch of my body became a nerve ending, hypersensitized and throbbing with arousal. He hadn't touched me, and I was already so turned on I trembled. I hadn't thought that was possible outside romance novels and movies. Those green eyes flared like he knew exactly what he did to me. How tight my chest salami were beneath my thick sweater. How I don't know how to explain that. How my chest salami were beneath my thick sweater. How wet I was between my chicken. How much I wanted to devour him, to pour myself into the cracks of his soul so we would never be alone. Where do you want me? Gravel rasps his voice from the first time since I'd met him, turning the clear, authoritative tone into something darker, more sinful. Where did I want him? Everywhere, over me, beneath me, inside me. I licked my suddenly dry lips. Red Flag's gaze dropped to my mouth, and my entire body pulsed. No, I wasn't a schoolgirl on a date. I was a professional. This was professional. A portrait session with a subject, just like countless other sessions I'd had in the past. Of course, I hadn't wanted to throw any of my previous subjects on the floor and ride them until kingdom come, but that was a minor detail. Here is fine, I croaked, gesturing to the stool I set up on a plain white background. A white background. I kept today's setup simple. I didn't want anything to detract from Red Flag. Not that they could. His presence obliterating everything around him until he was the only thing left standing. He folded himself gracefully on the stool while I checked my settings and snapped a few test shots. Even unposed, his photos jumped off the screen, his gorgeous features and piercing eyes tailor-made for the camera. I reined in my shameless lust and spent the next hour coaxing him out of his shell, moving him in various poses and encouraging him to relax. I wasn't sure Red Flag understood the meaning of the word. The pictures so far were beautiful, but they lacked emotion. Without emotion, a beautiful photo is just a photo. I attempted to open him up with chit-chat, talking to him about everything from the weather to Green Flag's latest update to the day's news, but he remained aloof and guarded. I tried a different tactic. Tell me about your happiest memory. Red Flag's lips thinned. I thought this was a photo shoot, not a therapy session. He's so stonky. If it was a therapy session, I'd be charging you $500 an hour. I quipped it. That's fucking expensive, bro. I don't think I would pay for therapy if it was $500 an hour. That's that's fucking expensive. What the fuck? You have me inflated sense of your worth as a therapist. If you can't afford me, just say so. I snapped more pictures finally, a sign of life. Then click, and a whir and a shudder filled the air. Sweetheart, I could get you with a snap of my fingers, and I wouldn't have to shell out a single penny. I lowered my camera and I glared at him. What the hell is that supposed to mean? A tiny smirk tugged at the corner of Red Flag's mouth. It means you want me. You wear your emotions all over your face. I feel so fucking called out. I feel so fucking called out right now. My chicken clenched, and my skin burned until I thought I'd collapse into a pile of ashes on the ground. Now, who's the one with an inflated sense of self-worth? I managed, my heart racing. Red Flag had never said anything so direct to me before. He usually shut down any hint of attraction between us. But here he was, talking about me wanting him. But he was right. But still. Red Flag leaned forward and collapsed his hands loosely together. Gracefully, casually, but alert, waiting to lure me into his trap. Tell me it's not true. I licked my lips again, my throat parched, and his gaze zeroed in on my mouth. The small but unmistakable movement bolstered my confidence and compelled me to say something I would have never had the guts to say otherwise. It's true. I almost smiled at the flare of sunrise in his eyes. He hadn't expected honesty. But you want me to. Question is, are you too scared to admit it? Red Flag's thick, dark brows lowered. I am not scared of anything. Lies! I wouldn't have believed him a month ago, but now I knew better. Everyone fears something, and it's what makes us human. And Red Flag, for all his control, all his power, was still wonderfully, frighteningly, heartbreakingly human. That doesn't answer my question. I walked over to him with my camera swaying from my strap looped around my neck. He didn't move an inch, even when I brushed my fingers along his jaw. Admit it, you want me to. I wasn't sure where my boldness came from. I wasn't Jules. I always waited for the guy to ask me out, partially out of fear of rejection, because I was too shy to make the first move. But I had a feeling if I waited for Red Flag, I might wait forever. It was time to take matters into my own hands. If I wanted you, I would have taken you already, Red Flag said with lethal softness. Unless you're too scared. I was playing with fire. But that was better than standing out in the cold alone. I stiffened when Red Flag trailed his fingers down my neck. Oh. And over my shoulder. His lips curved into a smirk. Nervous. I thought this is what you wanted, he taunted. His hand dipped lower, closer to the curve of my I don't know what to replace this word with. What do we replace boobies with? Airbags? Cornstarch for tits? Nah, boobies can't be cornstarch. What do we call titties? Okay, whoopee cushion. His hand dipped lower, closer to the curve of my whoopee cushion. The ice pools in his eyes melted, revealing a blazing inferno that heated me from head to toe. My head spun. My chest salami tightened into firm beads, and my pulse throbbed through every inch of my body. Somehow, it was worse that he wasn't touching me where I ached the most. The anticipation heightened my senses, and my skin tingled with phantom caresses. That's not what I want, I wheezed. Oh god, this was embarrassing. What I had been thinking, I was in a femme fatale, or whatever else was like a femme fatale. I couldn't think straight. Red Flag raised his thumb over my whoopee cushion, and I moaned. Moaned from a touch that lasted less than 2 seconds. I wanted to die. I want to fucking die for you. I want to die for you. Oh my god. His pupils dilated until green irises were eclipsed, ringed with jade fire. He dropped his hand, and cool air rushed in to replace the warmth of his touch. Finish the photo shoot, kitty. The roughness of his voice scraped against my skin. What? I was too shocked by the sudden change in the atmosphere and process his words. The photo shoot. Finish it? He gritted out. Unless you want to start something you're not ready to finish. Excuse me. Excuse me. The photo shoot, right. I backed away on unsteady legs and tried to refocus on the task at hand. Red Flag sat straight backed, his face hard, while I circled him and captured every angle I could think of. The low hum of the heater was the only sound breaking the silence. Okay, we're done, I said after 20 minutes of excruciating quiet. Thanks. Red Flag stood, grabbed his coat, and walked out without another word. For doing this, I finished my words echoing in an empty room. I exhaled a long-held breath. Red Flag was the most mercurial person I knew. 1 minute, he was gentle and protective, and the next, he was closed off and distant. I scrolled through the photos, curious as to how they turned out. Oh, wow. Red Flag's emotions leaped off the screen after our interaction, and yes, most of it was irritation, but irritation on him looked better than contentment on anyone else. The way the shadows hit the sharp lines of his brows and glare of his eyes, the set of his jaw, these were possibly the best photos I've ever taken. I paused at one of the last shots as my heart started to stop. I'd been so busy snapping away I hadn't paid attention in the moment, but now I saw it clear as day. Stark desire scrolled across Red Flag's face as he stared at me, his eyes burning through the camera and straight into my soul. It was the only photo where he wore that expression, so it must have been momentarily slipped on his part. A stripping of his mask, if only a few seconds. But here's the thing, even a few seconds can change someone's life, and as I turned off the camera and packed up my equipment with shaky hands, I couldn't shake the feeling that mine had been altered forever. I need a fucking moment. What is even? What is I? Okay, guys. Keep in mind. Okay, I'll wait till the break is the ad break's over. It 10 seconds. But guys, keep in mind, I don't fucking read, okay? I don't read at all. Welcome back, guys. I don't fucking read, and this is is this what all books are like? This was only meant to be this is only meant to be like spicy, not like full hardcore smut. So this is not dirty, this is spicy. And I want to know, like, is this what all books are like? All the spicy books? Because I might actually have to start reading. I might actually have to start pick up on reading. That's legit. Legit. Alright, I'm gonna take a break, and then you guys can choose like the next pages. We should probably go by chapters, right? So from chapter 10 onwards. What's the last chapter? 43. Between 10 and 43. Oh no, they're all different. Because this one says chapter 1. Spank me, master, spank me. Wow. Wow. Maybe that one. That's like Bridget number 1. They all have different numbers. So it's like Ava. I've been reading. There is also chapters for Red Flag. He's got his own chapters. And then it goes back to Ava again. And then Bridget has her own where she's like, spank me, master, spank me. So you guys can decide on the we'll still go page numbers between 100 and 350. And I'll be back. And I'll be back. got me some snacks. I got some chocolate. Oh my god. They're melting in my hands. Look. That's literally how sweaty I am. Oh wow. So sweaty. So you reckon 69? Okay, well, I don't think there'll be good pages before 100, but I can have a gander. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy I made them. I feel like I haven't had chocolate in such a long time. Okay. You guys crazy with me? I don't think so. I think I've been on a little bit longer. I think it was like just over 12 hours, like 12 and a half, 13 hours. And so like today will be like the longest. I don't know how people do like 24-hour streams and just play the one game the whole entire time. I would get so bored. I would get so bored of myself. Okay, so what is 69? It's in the middle of a chapter, so I'm gonna go... Yeah, it's like right in the middle of a chapter. We'll start from the beginning of the chapter, which is chapter 8. And thank you so much, welcome on in. We'll do the page 69, which is gonna be chapter 8. Okay. So, Operation Emotion Phase Sadness. Can you guys hear me okay? I know I've kind of like, I'm not speaking directly into the mic. Yes? Okay, very good. Very good. I came armed for battle. I applied makeup, brushed my hair, and wore my favorite white cotton sundress with yellow daisies at the bottom. It was both pretty and comfortable, as it showed off just enough cleavage to intrigue. Should we name this guy? I don't know who this guy is. This is not... Who should the third wheel be? You want to be that guy? Joker, you can be the third wheel. Done. Joker's the third wheel. Joker had loved it. Whenever I wore it, we ended up at his place and my dress ended up on the floor. I considered throwing the outfit away after we broke up because he loved it. But I thought better of it. I refuse to let him ruin the good things for me. Whether it's a dress or mint chocolate ice cream, which he used to buy me whenever I had my period cravings. That's so sweet! Ah! Buying the ice cream part's really sweet. I figured looking good couldn't hurt if I was angling for an unannounced evening with Moviethon with Red Flag. I couldn't think of any good ideas to make him sad without being a total bitch. So I'd chosen the natural option of sad movies. They worked on everyone. Yes, even men. I saw Green Flag cry once at the end of Titanic, though he claimed it was allergies, and threatened to toss my camera from the top of the Washington Monument if I told anyone. Yeah, right. A decade later, and he still couldn't shut up about how it would be in a room for Jack on the floor. I agreed with him. But that didn't mean I couldn't make fun of him. Since Red Flag was a teeny bit more reserved than Green Flag, I skipped Titanic and brought out the big guns. A Walk to Remember, sadder than The Notebook, and Marley and Me. I don't think I've actually watched A Walk to Remember. I'm gonna put that on my sad girl movie list because I haven't watched that. And I need to rewatch Notebook because I don't remember it being that fucking sad. Like, Marley and Me is definitely so much more sadder than The Notebook. And if you didn't cry in Marley and Me, then I don't know if I can talk to you. Like, it is what I fucking cry in it every single time. It's just like the most saddest movie, but it's like you wouldn't even put it on to cry to. That's just mean. That would be just so mean. I knocked on the door to Red Flag's house. To my surprise, it was opened less than 2 seconds later. Hey, I stopped, stared. I expected to see Red Flag in a suit from the office or casual loungewear, though nothing he owned was really casual. Even his t-shirts cost hundreds of dollars. Instead, he wore a deep grey shirt tucked into dark denim jeans and a tailored black Hugo Boss blazer. Awfully dressed for a Thursday night. Did I catch you on your way out? I tried to peer behind him and see if he had company, but Red Flag frame blocked most of the doorway. Should I move so you can have a clearer view of my living room? He asked. Sardonically. This guy. This fucking guy. Fire. I would, yeah. Marley and Me is the most fucking saddest movie, honestly. You just have, what? If you want to make someone cry, put that movie on. If they've never seen it, I don't know anyone that hasn't seen it. You know, so if you haven't, do yourself a favor. Buy 2 lots of tissues, one for your face, and just a spare box, just in case you have company that will need a box. You know? Heat scorched my cheeks. Busted. I didn't know what you're talking about. Your living room isn't that interesting. I've fibbled. Lack of color, no personal effects. What am I saying? Someone stop me! And the painting's ugly too. Stop me now! Could use a woman's touch. Fuck me sideways. I did not just say that. Red Flag's lips pressed together. Had he been anyone else, I could have sworn he was trying not to laugh. I see. The painting technically belongs to Green Flag, you know. Which should have been the first red flag. It actually says Red Flag, not the name. Which should have been the first actual red flag. Guys, we need to do book club more often. This is great. This time, a tiny smirk did touch Red Flag's mouth. To answer your question, I was on the way out. I have a date. I blinked. Alec. Red Flag on a date? Did not compute. Do not compute. Because of course the guy dated. Look at him. But I'd never heard or seen evidence or activity of his love life, unless he counted the women throwing themselves at him whenever he went. So I'd assume he was one of those workaholics who had an exclusive relationship with his job. I mean, we'd been neighbors for over a month, and I hadn't seen him bring a single woman home, though, admittedly, I wasn't watching his house 24/7 like a total creep. The thought of Red Flag dating was strange. It was the only word I could use to describe the niggling feeling in my stomach. That one that made my skin itch and my pulse beat double time. Well, don't want to hold you up then. I stepped back and tripped over nothing, because of course I did. He reached out to steady me, and my heart jumped. It wasn't a big cheerleading competition worthy jump, but it was a tiny skip, really. But it was enough to fluster me further. I'll see you later. Since you're already here, might as well tell me why. Red Flag was holding my arm, and the heat from his touch seared me to the bone. I assume this means the cold shoulder treatment is all over. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. I've been ignoring him for days since he stormed into Owen's house like overbearing, green-eyed tornado. It was the longest I've ever held onto my anger. Being upset was exhausting, and I had better things to do with my time. But I wanted to make a point, which was he couldn't barge in and try and take over my life without consequences. For the most part, I narrowed my eyes. Don't do that again. Don't parade in front of other half-naked men. And I won't have to. I was not parading. His words clicked into place. Other men? Red Flag dropped my arm, his eyes growing even more glacial. Tell me why you're here, kitty. Is someone bothering you? His gaze sharpened. Joker? An obvious attempt to change the subject. But my head spun too much for me to call him out on it. No, it was nothing. Joker is on a date. Oh, sorry, not Joker. My bad. Jules. Jules is on the date. One of the girls. Jules is on a date and I'm bored, and so I thought I'd see if you wanted to hang out. I realized I shouldn't have come up with a less pathetic, more convincing excuse for why I'd shown up to his house unannounced on a Thursday night, especially we weren't friends per se, but it was too late. See, this is why I never make it as a spy or lawyer. Jules would be so disappointed in me. You're a terrible liar. Red Flag looked unimpressed. Tell me the reason you're here. Crap. I had to come up with another excuse. It wasn't like I couldn't let him know about Operation Immersion. I figured you could use the company now that Green Flag isn't here, I said. I haven't seen you hang out with anyone ever since he left, so I thought you might be lonely. This sentence morphed into a question when I realized how dumb and logic was, because duh, Red Flag's life didn't revolve around his house. He may not throw house parties every week like Green Flag, but he probably ate out with friends and attended sports games like everyone else. Which obviously isn't the case since you're going on a date, I added quickly. So I'll hop on back to my place and you can forget this ever happened. Enjoy your date. Stop! I froze. My heart thundered against my chest as I wondered how this encounter had gone so off the rails. The funny thing was, it wasn't actually off the rails, it just felt like it. Red Flag widened the door and stepped aside. Come in. What? But your date? Let me worry about her. I don't know what's going on with you, but since you broke your silent treatment to come over and hang out, something must be wrong. If you ain't picking up what I'm putting down, Red Flag, oh my dear God. Oh my dear God. Bailey's, thank you. I hope you're having a good day. We're doing some light reading of Twisted Love, and it's scandalous. Because we're slumber partying. Welcome to the slumber party. Yeah, Baileys, I'm good. I'm good. I'm really tired. We've been here for 12 hours now, and we still have another hour and a half to go. And it is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. We're here till sunup. So it is an uncapped subathon. So if the clock keeps going, we're gonna keep it on, keeping on. But we're here. Yeah, this will be my longest stream for sure. It is very late. It's degenerate hour. Degen hour. We made it into his house, guys. We made it. We made it into his house. We're in his house. The seed of guilt blossomed into a full-blown tree. And all in my stomach. This was supposed to be a harmless experiment. I didn't want him to cancel his scheduled plans for me. But I followed Red Flag into the living room. The thought that he was no longer going to dinner or whatever he had planned with some beautiful, mysterious woman pleased me more than it should have. I stiffed a laugh at Red Flag's expression when he caught the sight of the movies I'd brought over. Not a Mandy Moore fan, I teased, popped the DVD into the player and curling up on the couch while the pre-movie credits played. I still owned DVDs the way I still owned paperback books. There was just something so magical about holding your favorite items rather than seeing them on screen. I don't have anything against Mandy Moore, but I'm not a fan of Muldoon or melodrama. Red Flag shrugged off his blazer and draped it over the back of the couch. His shirt stretched across his broad shoulders. and the top 2 buttons were undone, revealing a silver of his chest and sexy collarbones. I hadn't thought collarbones could be sexy, but here we were. I swallowed hard. It's not Maudlin, or melodrama. It's romantic. Doesn't she die in the end? Way to spoil it, I grumbled. We got into his house. He shot me a disbelieving look. You're already watching it. But have you? I know what happens. People wouldn't shut up about it when it first came out. Shh! I nicked his leg with my foot. Movie starting. He sighed. I loved A Walk to Remember, but I snuck peeks at red flags throughout the film, hoping to catch some sort of reaction. None. Nada. Zilch. Even during Jamie and London's wedding. How are you not crying? I demanded, brushing away my tears with the back of my hand after the end credits rolled. This movie is so sad. It's fiction. Red flag gimmicks. Stop crying. I can't stop when I feel like it. It's a biological reaction. Biological reactions can be mastered. I couldn't resist. I scooped closer to him on the couch and pushed his shoulders forward so I could run my palms down his back. His muscles benched beneath my touch. What? He said, in a tight, controlled voice. You doing? I'm searching for your control panel. I patted his back, trying and failing not to notice the sculptured contours of his muscles. I've never seen Red Flag shirtless, but I imagine it would be glorious. You must be a robot. I received a stony glare in response. See? Robot. Do you have to swap out your batteries, or are you rechargeable? I teased. Should I call you R2D? I yelped, and he grabbed my arm and spun me around until I straddled one of his legs. My blood roared in my ears as he tightened his grip on my wrist. Not enough to hurt, but enough to warn. He could easily break me if he wanted to. Fucking break me! Break me! Break me! Our eyes locked, and the roaring intensified. Beneath those jade pools of ice, I glimpsed a spark of something that sent heat curling through my stomach. I'm not a toy kitty, Red Flag said, his voice lethally soft. Don't play with me unless you want to get hurt. I swallowed my fear. You wouldn't hurt me. That mysterious spark crystallized into anger. This is why Green Flood was so worried about you. You're trusting to a fault. He leaned forward a fraction of an inch, and it was all I could do not to lean back. Red Flag's presence cracked with coiled energy, and I had a unnerving sense that beneath all of the ice lay a volcano waiting to erupt, and God help whoever was around when that happened. Don't try to humanize me. I'm not a torture hero from one of your romantic fantasies. You have no idea what I'm capable of, and just because I promised Green Flag I'd look after you doesn't mean I can protect you from yourself and your bleeding heart. Pink blossomed on my face and chest. I was torn between fear and fury. Fear of that hard, unyielding look in his eyes. Fury over how he spoke to me like that, as I was a naive child who couldn't tie her shoelaces without hurting herself. This seems like an overreaction to a simple joke, I said, my jaw tight. I'm sorry I touched you without permission. But you could have told me to stop instead of giving me an entire speech about how you think I'm a helpless idiot. His nostrils flared. I don't think you're a helpless idiot. My anger edged out my fear. Yes, you do. You and Green Flag both. You always say you want to protect me, like I'm some grown woman who's perfectly capable of handling herself. Just because I see good in people doesn't mean I'm an idiot. I think optimism is a good trait, and I feel sorry for people who go through life believing the worst of others. That's because I've seen the worst of... seen the worst. I'm very intrigued. I'm really intrigued about his personality. I'm actually enjoying this. This is really good. You guys need to get this. I don't know. This would be a really good gift for like a girlfriend or like a chicky babe friend or like your sister. Probably I wouldn't give it to your mum. I wouldn't want to imagine your mum reading this. But yeah, maybe like your sister or something. I think this would be a really good idea. People see what they want to see. I counted. Are there awful people in the world? Yes. Do awful things happen? Yes. But wonderful people exist and wonderful things happen too. And if you focus too much on the negative, you'll miss out on all the positive. That's fucking facts right there. Guys, that is facts right there. Utter silence, made all the more awkward by the fact that I was still straddling Red Flag's leg. I wasn't sure he would yell at me, but to my shock, Red Flag's face relaxed into a hint of a smile. His fingers grazed the small of my back and almost jumped out of my skin. Those rose-tinted glasses look good on you, sunshine. Sunshine? I wasn't sure he meant that mockingly, but the butterflies in my stomach stirred to life anyways, fanning away any anger. Traitors. Thanks. You can borrow them. You need them more than I do, I said pointedly. A low chuckle skimmed from his throat, and I almost fell to the floor in shock. Tonight was turning out to be a night of firsts. Red Flag's hand trailed up my spine until it rested on my back of my neck, leaving a cascade of tingles as they wake. I feel it dripping all over me. He did not what? An inferno consumed my body? You know, I'm not. I splurted, pushing him away and scrambling off him. My core pulsed. Oh my god, what if I was? I couldn't look. I'm afraid. I was a telltale wet spot on his jeans. Yeah, I'd have to move to Antarctica, build myself an ice cave, and learn to speak penguin because I could never show my face in Heidelberg, DC, or any other city where I could run into Red Flag again. His chuckle blossomed into a full-blown laugh. The effect of his real smile was so devastating, even amid my mortification, that all I could do was stare at the way his face lit up at the sparkle that transformed his eyes from beautiful to downright breathtaking. Holy crap. Perhaps I should be grateful he never smiled, because if that was what he looked like while doing it, womankind didn't stand a chance. I'm talking about your bleeding heart, he drawled. What did you think I was talking about? Forget Antarctica. I had to move to Mars. Red Flag's laughter subsided, but with a twinkle in his eye, remained. What's the next movie? Excuse me? He angled his chin towards the DVD on the table. You brought 2 movies. What's the second one? The sudden subject change gave me whiplash, and I wasn't complaining. I didn't want to speak about my dripping anything to Red Flag ever. My chicken clenched, and I gritted out, Molly and me. Put it in. Put it, oh, the DVD. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. I needed to get my mind out of the gutter. While the opening credits played, I sat as far away from Red Flag as possible and casually placed 2 throw pillows between us for good measure. He didn't say anything, but I saw him smirk in the corner of my eye. I was so focused on not looking at him, I barely paid attention to the movie. But an hour later, when my eyes drooped and sleep beckoned, I was still thinking about his smile. Why is it like this? Guys. Guys. What? Guys. Well, we made it into his house, even though I know that he already calls me sunshine and stuff, but it's kind of fun to read like the chapters around instead of like the whole way through. Bray, you like my slumber party setup? You like it? Is it cozy? Yeah, and I'm still here for another hour and 10 minutes. The time is still on. We're doing a countdown. The countdown is on. If I can just get to sleep would be great, but it's fine. I thought this would be like getting up working time for you, right, Bray? I'm kind of glad I set it up as like relaxed, chill, slumber party vibes, because yeah, I feel like my brain wouldn't be able to comprehend gaming for like more than 12 hours. It just wouldn't. It's not healthy for my brain. Chris, well, good morning. The slumber party is partying on. We've done so much today. So in the last 12 hours, we've done horoscopes reading, SMUT reading, we played some Doom, we did some giveaways, we played Spin the Bottle, did some Truths and Dares. Like, really fun. It's been a big day. Had, like, one of my girlfriends came over, slumbered with me, had pillow fights. No, we're just trying to be crazy and reading, but it's like, it's keeping me awake because I'm just like so captivated by this book, and like I don't ever read. And I feel like reading out loud is just hard. But I'm finding it alright. Considering my brain's in like overdrive right now. And I'm feeling pretty tired. Bray, it's fine. You got to see like most of the fun stuff anyways. Yeah, this is literally this book, Twisted Love by Ana Huang, is the first actual paper book that I have in my whole entire house. This is the very first book that's in my house that I've bought as an adult. I usually listen to podcasts, audiobooks. I have audiobooks and I haven't even listened to them. I bought 6 and I was like, yep, New Year's resolution. I'm gonna listen to a book a month. So then I'll have 6 books. Cause like I don't read, but then I didn't do that. So then I was like, cool, let's do some smut reading. Because it's funny. And you guys make it a lot more fun. And just been enjoying it. So yeah, just, I don't know. There's something about reading alone I don't enjoy. I didn't think I would like it as much as I have been. It could just be the thought of like the, I don't know. I don't want to read like anything that's like non-fiction, because it's like I'm really, I try and stray away from true story like movies and stuff, because then I'm too empathetic and it kind of, my heart hurts when I watch movies like that, like especially like real life like horror, like true story horrors and stuff like that. That freaks me the fuck out. I'll have nightmares because I know it's true, like even though like some of it will be a bit over exaggerated and enhanced and stuff because it's meant to be an entertainment as a movie or TV show, but at the same time it's just like, nah man, what's real and what's not, what's fucking real and what's not. Joker, the name of the book is Twisted Love. Yeah, so Twisted Love, this, she's got 4 books. This is the first one. So who knows? Even I would be proud of myself if I even got through like the whole book, and then, or even all 4 of the collection. I'd be really proud of myself. The screen's looking all blurry to me. I'll need to grab my phone to read chat because it's so far away. It's so far. How can I bring the screen closer to me? Sorry, I will have to read it from my phone because my brain's just not focusing. Yeah, Marley and Me killed me as well. That shit fucking, I fucking cried. Cried watching that shit. Joker, I think he should get it for the wifey. I think she would really enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying it as someone that doesn't even fucking read. I think that's a really good idea. I think that would be a really nice present. Wait, what will I adore? What will I adore? I missed that. Court of Thrones? Oh wait, Court of Thorns? What is Court of Thorns? Is that more full on? Thank you, Ja. My eyeballs want to close, guys. Oh, it's a very popular SMUT book. Okay. Yeah, no, I just wanted something just a little bit spicy. That would be like stream friendly. But I'll bring it up in book club. I'll bring it up. It's way over the top. Okay. A Court of Thorns and Roses, a book series, but there's a lot of full-on smut stuff. Right, okay. I screenshot it, I'll save it, I'll add it to the list. I'll add to list. I have not pulled an all-nighter in a very long time. In a very, very long time. I feel like I need drugs for this shit, man. Honestly. Honestly. Thank you for the volleyball going in. Oh no, I'm dying, guys, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm okay, I'm alive, I'm still alive. It's okay, I'm still alive. It is, thank you, thank you. I don't even know who these people are, Don. Oh, Dragon, thank you. Thank you. We've had a big day. We've had a really long day. Big day. I'm ready. Yeah, I've had a really big day. Oh, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in the world. Wife said, read the third book and it gets even better. Oh, so has she read has she read this? She's read this one? Or the Thorns and Thorns one? Oh, she's read all four. Oh, okay, well, from the third book it gets better. Oh, I don't want to have to read that many. Oh, that's too many. What happens to Red Flag? Is Red Flag still the main dude? Do they end up getting married and having kids or something? Nothing beats a sausage and egg McMuffin and a crappy 7-Eleven coffee after an all-nighter. Oh, that sounds rough. That sounds disgusting. Bray, that sounds so gross. But how's work going? How you doing out there? Yes, guys, we're finally coming into our final hour. Oh. Final hour. It is that's gross. The sausage and egg McMuffin. Nah, bruv, that's McGross. Look. We're still 9 subs away from 100 goal, which would be in horror. And it would be a campaign horror, not just a little indie game. I think that would honestly would keep me awake, but then it would probably take an hour to download. Raining pretty heavily, so you'll be sliding everywhere in the trucks. Oh, so you guys don't get rained off. That's shit. That's fucking shit. We always prayed for like a fucking rain off day, because then it would just be so busy because everyone would get rained off and like work would be like super busy because everyone's like off site. Don, are you gonna apply to be the penguin keeper? I think that'd be really fun. I think that would be really, really fun. Yeah, I gotta keep the coal moving. Production over safety at this pit sounds like a nightmare. Absolute fucking nightmare, bro. That's rough. That's so rough. That is rough as fuck. If I close my eyes, will I survive? No, it's a trap. It's a fucking trap. What do people do at 4:30 in the morning? What do normal people do at 4:30 in the fucking morning? It's not too bad. It's like getting sideways in big rigs for fun. Yeah. Go drifties and big machines. Oh, Cassie, you're still alive. Play Diablo and talk shit. I think my brain would be so overloaded if I heard anyone else's voice right now. Oh, it's midday for you? Babe, I'm struggling. It's like 4:40 a.m. I am struggling. Kitty likes to be in bed by like 9 p.m. Yeah, normal people fucking sleeping. Oh, when I'm midstream, you're working nights? Oh, okay. Well, at least you're able to come in and hang out and spend a little bit of your day with us at the slumber party. I really appreciate it. This is about the time your oldest gets home. In an hour. I sleep while he's at school. Yeah. I would be fucking getting all the naps. I want to have a nap, guys. I'm very comfortable. Like, I could definitely fall asleep if I had a little my eye mask on. I'm fucking potato. I'll be out. I'm like a fucking light. Out like a fucking light. Yeah, look, I'm trying my hardest. Oh, do you snore? Who's bonking me? Bonking. Bro, it would suck if I dropped a 50 bomb right now. It wouldn't suck. It would mean, well, it would suck for my brain, but at the same time, I would be very, I know I don't seem like it right now, but I would still be very grateful. It's like, I changed my mind. We're doing a sleep stream when we hit 100. No, because like, what's that? That would be, I can't do maths. I have to get calculator out. 91. That would be 141. It would carry on through to like, what, midday or something. And I would be so close to be like, oh, yeah, cool, sleep stream. See you later. I did 24 hours. Fucking good night, cunts. I would be a zombie, but I did want to try and stream as long as possible. That's why I wanted to do like a slumber party, so I can still have some like chill downtime and still play games and stuff with you guys too. Neil, you so sleepy. What are you doing? What time is it there for you? Tata's attempt to kill you at night. Look, I don't like to sleep on my back. I sleep on my side. I sleep on my side for sure. Neil, you slept? Cool. Just keep rubbing it in. Keep rubbing it in. Fucker. How's your fucking sleep, mate? How's your fucking sleep, bro? better of being a good fucking sleep. Yeah, I totally get why you would always be tired. And just being female. Hormones. Tired's just our personality. Yeah, it was really fun. We were opened some Pokemon cards. And we got some really cool cards. That's also what I would do with my extra time. Is put them into a folder. Oh god, I couldn't think of doing that right now. Not right now, but I would do it if the sun was up. Who is on? Zara. We could find someone new. Rural is on. Julie and Lauren Birch are on. Oh my fucking god. Nah, I probably need to keep reading. I just gotta keep reading, maybe keep my brain mentally stimulated. Yeah, Neil, Gabby came to hang out with us for a little bit and we opened some Pokemon cards together. But is it, Joker? Is it almost sleep time? But is it really? But is it? I should have had a nap 3 hours ago. When I was like, oh, okay, there's 3 hours. I'm gonna have a fucking nap. I'm gonna have a motherfucking nap. Yeah, I do need to sleep. But yeah, I did tell myself if I had like enough hours on the clock, I would just have a little nap on the bed that I've created. Like I put down like a proper sheet and I've got all the blankets and pillows in the world here. Like it's actually it's a really big lounge. Like you can sleep Probably 3 people comfortably on my couch. Maybe 4. 3.5. 3.5, definitely. There's so much room for activities. There is actually so much room for activities on the couch, around the couch, not so much. The couch is pretty much my whole entire living room. I think the music's making me more sleepier. Would you like me to keep reading, guys? Thank you for the follow. Come on in. I can keep reading, or I could try. I could try and play a game. Bray, no, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to make you sleepy. Oh, I should have, like, done my night care skin routine, but I can do that. I can do that a little bit later. Chris, is that a sure to try to game or keep reading? just a sleeping stream with 45 minutes to go. Sorry, I'm gonna take a half an hour nap. See you guys then. Nah, I'll just push through. I'll push through. Oh, to keep reading? Yeah, okay. I'll keep reading. Alright, someone give me a page number between 100 and 350. $240. This works. $240. Now everyone please open up your books to page 240 on Twisted Love. Oh, it's in the middle of a chapter. Oh, it's at the end of a chapter. I'll start from that chapter. Ray, have an amazing day at work. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. He was late. I tapped my fingers on the table, trying not to check the time on my phone. Again. Red Flag and I agreed to meet at an Italian restaurant near campus at 7. It was now 7:30, and all my texts and calls. Oh no, what just happened? What was that? Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. Can you guys... Is that good? Is that alright? Can you guys hear me alright? Oh, thank you, Thank you, Blundu. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. We're gonna start reading another chapter. It could possibly not almost be bedtime. I feel like someone could come along and just full fucking stitch me up. Okay. The possibility. I can't close that door, otherwise my brain's gonna be like, fuck you guys. He was late. I tapped my fingers on the table, trying not to check the time on my phone. Again. Red Flag and I agreed to meet at an Italian restaurant near campus at 7. It was now 7:30, and all my texts and calls have gone unanswered. Half an hour wasn't that long, especially when you took rush hour traffic into account, but Red Flag was never late, and he always answered my messages. I called his office, and his assistant told me he left an hour ago, so he should have been here by now. Worry unspooled in my stomach and gnawed at my insides. Had something happened to him? What if he gotten into an accident? It was easy to think Red Flag is invincible, but he bled and hurt like everyone else. 10 more minutes. I'll give him 10 more minutes, and then I don't know, send out a frickin' National Guard. If he was hurt, I wouldn't sit here and do nothing. Can I get you anything, dear? The waitress swooped by again. Another water? She outwardly pointed. The tips of the ears turned red. No thanks. I'm still waiting for my friend. That seemed slightly less pathetic than admitting I was waiting for my boyfriend. Slightly. She let out an aggressively sigh and moved on to an older couple next to me. I felt bad about hogging the table on Friday night, but I've barely seen Red Flag over the past week, and I missed him. We slept in the same bed every night, but our sex, as explosive as ever, had seemed more distant during the day. Distracted? Kitty? My head jerked up and my chest deflated when I realized it wasn't Red Flag. Remember me? The guy smiled. He was a cute, inner geek chick way, with black rimmed glasses and long brown hair. Who wants to be the fourth wheel? Who wants to be the fourth wheel? JJ, you're the fourth wheel. Let's go. Alright. Remember me? The guy smiled. He was a cute, geek chick-way with black rimmed glasses and longish brown hair. I'm JJ. We met at Joker's birthday party last spring. Ah, right. I suppressed as a flinch at the sound of Joker's name. I hadn't seen or heard from him since the charity ball, but Jules, ever turned into the gossip, informed me he'd gotten fired and moved back to his parents' house in Virginia. I couldn't tell. I felt sorry for him. Nice to see you again. You too. JJ ran an awkward hand through his hair. Hey, sorry about what happened with Joker. We haven't kept touch since we graduated, but I heard about your breakup and well, what happened? He was a real jerk. Thanks. I couldn't blame him for being Joker's ex-friend. I was the one who dated the asshole, and the guys usually treated their friends better than they did their girlfriends. It was a sad truth. Sorry to bother you during dinner. He gazed, flicked to my water glass. But I'm looking for a photographer who can do an engagement shoot for me. And none of the ones I checked out fit what Sally, my fiance, is looking for. But I saw you and remembered you were a photographer, so I figured it's a sign. JJ flushed a sheepish smile. Hope this doesn't sound too creepy, but I pulled up your website and showed it to Sally, and she loves your pictures. If you're free in the next few weeks, would love to hire you. I spotted a pretty blonde in the neighboring table watching us. She grinned and waved at me. I waved back. Congrats, I said. My smile genuine at this time. I'd love to help. Give me your number and we can sort out details later. While we were exchanging contact information, an icy voice sliced through the din of the restaurant. You're in my way. Red flag stood next to JJ, pinning him with a glare so dark I was surprised the poor man didn't disengage into ashes. Oh, sorry. Why are you getting my girlfriend's number? JJ shot me a nervous glance and I clenched my jaw. Seriously? Red flag? Almost an hour late and he had the nerve to act like a jealous ass the minute he showed up? He's a client, I said, struggling to remain calm. JJ, I'll call you later, okay? Congratulations again on your engagement. I emphasized the last word. Red flag's frown eased a smidge, but it didn't fully relax until JJ ran back to his table. What the hell was that? I demanded. What was what? Red flag slid into a seat. You're late and you were rude to JJ for no reason? He snapped his napkin open and placed it on his lap. I had an urgent business to take care of and my phone died, so I couldn't call you. As for JJ, I showed up and saw some random flirting with my girlfriend. How'd you expect me to react? I love that it's like he's getting like protective of me. Like, what? He wasn't flirting with me. I exhaled a long breath. This wasn't how I pictured the evening going. Look, I don't want to fight. This is the first time we've had a meal together in over a week. I want to enjoy it. Me too. Red flag's face softened. I'm sorry I'm late. I'll make it up to you. You better. His lips quirked. We placed our orders, the waitress looking much happier after Red Flags ordered the most expensive white wine on the menu. I couldn't drink red, or my face would explode. I blame my Asian genes. One sip of alcohol, especially red wine, and I turned the color of a tomato. I waited until the server brought us our entrees before I revealed the big news. I heard back from my photography fellowship today. Red Flag's fork paused halfway in to his mouth. I got in. I bit my lower lip. My chest wowed with the drumbeat of excitement and nerves. New York, I got in. I knew you would. Simple and matter of fact, like he never doubted me. But Red Flag's eyes shone with pride. Congratulations, sunshine. He leaned across the table and pressed a kiss to my lips. I was so giddy I couldn't stop grinning, and earlier irrational melted away. So what if you'd been a little late? I got in. I nearly dropped my phone when I received the email this morning. I had to reread it several times before the words sunk in. I, Miss Kitty, was going to be World Youth Photography Fellow. I would spend a year in New York studying with the world's best photographers. My only regret was not being able to study under Diane, who taught London's cohort. Because while I'd made progress in my aquaphobia, I wasn't ready to fly over the ocean yet. But that was okay. I'd meet her one day. In the meantime, I'd work on honoring craft, and holy crap, I was going to be WYP Fellow, one of the most prestigious honors in the industry. My heart soared before reality dragged me down. I'll be in New York, I said after Red Flag and I broke apart. You'll be in DC. No, I won't. His eyes gleamed at my questioning look. Archer Group has an office in Manhattan. My heartful hope flapped its wings again. But you've built your base here, your house, your friends. It's not my house. It's Green Flag's. I'm safekeeping it for him. And most of the people I know are acquaintances, not friends. Red Flag lifted his shoulders in an angular shrug. It's a simple question, sunshine. If you're in New York, I'm in New York. Oh, bro, Outback, good morning. It's 5 a.m. I don't know. It's 5 fucking a.m. Just enjoy it while it lasts, because just enjoy it. The last vestige of my hesitation floated away. I grinned, so happy I could dance right here in the middle of the crowded restaurant. You know how? Something buzzed. Red Flag stiffened, and my eyes dropped to his coat pocket, which buzzed again. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. My grin faded. You said your phone died. And just like that, the tension returned, simmering in the air until it became a full-on boil. That night, it was an emotional roller coaster and I couldn't keep up. I charged it in the car. Red Flag sipped on his wine, his shoulders tense. But you didn't even reply to any of my messages or calls. I tucked my hands beneath my chicken, settling cold even though the heat was on. Why are you really late, Red Flag? I told you I had urgent business to take care of. That's not good enough. I don't know what you want me to tell you. The truth. I lowered my voice when the diners at the next table shot me an alarmed look. Oh my god. Do you think Red Flag's cheating on me? That's all I want, please. My faith. Michael lied to me my entire life, and I don't want you to start. A shadow passed over Red Flag's face before it disappeared. I won't lie, unless the truth hurts you. My teeth clenched. Red Flag. Plausible deniability exists for a reason, sunshine. He cut into his passer with more force than necessary. What did you do? I whispered. Red Flag tightened his grip on his fork. I'm not always a good person. I don't always do the right thing. You know that. Even if you seem determined to see the good in me, I won't. He released a pent-up breath, looking frustrated. Just drop it, Kitty, for your own sake. Sure, I'll drop it. I toss my napkin on the table, my own frustrating boiling over. I'm also leaving. I've lost my appetite. Sunshine. He reached for me, but I shrugged him off and ran out the door before he could stop me. My chest felt tight and I sped walk home. What should have been one of the best nights of my life had turned into one of the worst. Ah! Why? Why? Why did he lie to her? Now I hate this build-up suspense. Like, do you reckon he was with someone else? I think he was with someone else. I honestly think, well, yeah, it's a possibility. He could have been. I would have to keep reading to find out, but I don't want to because I'm so torn. It pulled on my little heartstrings and it's triggered me a little bit. Mollypod, good morning. How are you? Welcome to my slumber party. Sorry I'm a little bit deflated, but we have been here for 13 hours now. This has now become my longest stream. Thank you. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, thank you. But honestly, I don't know. It's pulling on my heartstrings. We've been reading some Twisted Love. And I don't really read books. And it's been really, really nice. It's been really nice. But yeah, my brain's slowly shutting down. We have 27 minutes left.